Hi, everybody. Happy Easter weekend. This is Lisa. Um, Probably read that from the title. My husband has taken off for the grocery store. He's out of my face for a few minutes. I know. I love him. I love him. I love him dearly. But I need some space, man. In fact, he fell asleep watching TV. I left him on the couch and I diamond painted until 3 in the morning. And he woke up and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "'Cause I can only get some peace, man, when you're sleeping. I'm sorry. I love you." Um, okay. Yeah. I've been trying to get this bunny done. This is my Easter collab. Well, not my Easter collab. It's the collab that Lizzie's World of Gems and Miss J Rob, Jennifer Roberts, Diamond. It's not. Is it Diamond Art Addiction? No, I can't remember. But her name is J Rob, and I'll put her down below. Sorry, I'm trying to find my color. My color 646. Is that what I want? No. Anyway, back to the boardroom. 869. Is that what I want to do? Yes, 869 is what I want. So, I pretty much have done all the way around the rabbit, part of his ears, and it's Easter is tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm just saying. So, Lizzie did Easter tag, and it sounded interesting, so why not? Sure, y'all are just absolutely dying to hear about my how I celebrate Easter, or not. Um, okay, got my color, got my thing. I'm in view. Life is good. Shake it up. Where's my pen? Any pen. Just give me any pen is fine. So yes, I do celebrate Easter. I also celebrate Good Friday. But not like we're Protestant, not Catholic. So we do Palm Sunday. They have, well, when I was growing up, they had Good Friday services. I don't know if they do anymore, and I'll tell you more about it in just a minute. I was raised very, very strict Baptist. I'm going to move you just a bit, and I hope the phone doesn't fall. Come on, go, 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 go. Okay. So we were raised very strict Baptist. We went to church Sunday morning, Sunday night. If church was open, we were probably there. My sister and I graduated from a private Baptist high school, and my parents had a disagreement with the church, I think the year I graduated. And they left the Baptist church, but we continued, obviously, to be Christian because that's who we were. But we went to a different church, and more of a non-denominational Christian church. So we always celebrated Easter. My mother always made a big deal about it. She made a big deal about every holiday, and now it makes me sad because she passed away in 2017, and I have really good memories of it, but it's bittersweet because I don't have that anymore with her. I mean, she went crazy. Every holiday she decorated everything. I mean, if it sat still, it got a decoration. I mean, Christmas was her thing, but every other holiday got decorated for her. And when she passed away, she had boxes of stuff in the basement, every holiday. She decorated the house for 4th of July. So when I was a kid, um, we always colored eggs on the Saturday before Easter, um, with a crayon and those little pellets, those that you dropped in the vinegar and water and they fizzed up, and that was so fun. Then one year she had us blow eggs, and we poke a hole on either end and blow it out. My dad ate a lot of scrambled eggs, but I doubt he cared. And we put a string through after we decorated them. We put a string through them, and we got a branch from outside, and we made like an Easter egg tree. And I don't remember as a kid getting my picture taken with the Easter Bunny. I remember Santa Claus. I did that with my kids. I had you know, my kids. I have pictures of them sitting on the Easter Bunny's lap, but I don't remember as a child that we did that. So, um, we always got new outfits for church, and that was always fun. I was a real girly girl, so I liked it. Um, I was a girly girl and tomboy at the same time. I loved to play outside, so I didn't mind getting dirty, but I was all girl. Um, I remember specifically one year I got a tiny little purse, and I think my parents put $1 in it for the offering at church, and it was like a plastic white basket weave little purse with a tiny handle and like tiny little, oh, like fake flowers on it. I remember it distinctly. I remember loving it. And I do remember having one pair of white gloves at this, and I remember that purse, and I remember that little pair of white gloves. So it must have been, maybe I was like 4. I don't know. I know when my sister my sister Mindy got married when I was about 6 or 7. I think I was 7. I had gloves on. I remember those gloves. So maybe it was that around that same time, and they were the same pair of gloves, because I can't imagine my mother buying gloves for no apparent reason. I mean, we made do, and you know, so I'm sure we didn't get just one use out of them. She always cooked. I remember ham. I'm sure we had ham. I remember eggs. And she got in this phase where she used to melt down chocolates. She bought these little bunny molds, and she melted down chocolate, and then I remember there being peanut butter, so maybe it was chocolate and peanut butter mix. Anyway, she got these. They were tiny little bunnies. I don't know where she had the patience to do this, but they were delicious. They were absolutely delicious. And then she would wrap every single rabbit in a piece of saran wrap. I can't, I can't imagine the patience. And then we made these what we call nests, where you take Rice Krispie cereal and instead of making Rice Krispie treats, you form them into like a cup, like a little nest. And then my mother would dye coconut green, and then that would be the Easter grass. And then she would put like little tiny jelly beans in it, or those I call them robin eggs, but they're like uh, they're like a malted. There's pastel colored malted milk egg shaped balls. And so everybody had a nest at their seat, and then you had your egg that you colored before. And we always, who's going to get to do dad's egg, who's going to get to do mom's egg, and stuff like that. It was me and Chris, because me and Christy were the ones at home. My older sisters were out of the house by this point. We always went to church. We opened our Easter basket, or we got to our Easter basket before we went to church. So I'm sure I probably snuck Easter candy to church. I remember that other kids would do that, or maybe that, I am pretty sure it was Easter candy. I remember other kids in my Sunday school class with Easter candy. So yeah, it was part religion, part candy, part family dinner. It was all of it rolled up in one, and it's a good holiday. I love it. And when my kids were little, I always made them baskets. And then when I got a divorce, oops. I'm not talking about the divorce, I'm talking about the gem. My kids would split holidays, and so I used to make them Easter baskets, but then my ex-husband's mother, they they had money. I mean, not they were wealthy. Anyway, they started buying the kids pre-made Ghirardelli, which is this really expensive chocolate from San Francisco, Easter baskets. And I'm thinking to myself, why on earth would my kids want or need, you know, Easter candy that I bought them at the Walmart or the grocery store or whatever? So I just quit making them Easter baskets because their grandma always went crazy. She bought them, not only did it have this really expensive chocolate in it, but it had color books and little toys and stuff in it. And besides that, the kids didn't need that much chocolate. So, I just let their grandma do it. And it was fine. That worked out fine. Um, I always had the kids go to church. Um, we colored eggs. If I was with them, it just, as they got older, they were with either their dad or their grandma. So they were always either at my house or their house. So they got spoiled rotten a lot. You know, it's like mom can't afford it, so grandma will do it. Yeah, kind of thing. Which I'm happy because, I love my children. And I liked my mother in law. I told her when I got a divorce, I said, just because I'm divorcing your son doesn't mean I'm divorcing you. You're always going to be my kid's grandma. And, I love you. And she's like, okay. So, yeah. What else? Oh, I remember taking the kids when I was still married and my ex was in the military. They always had the Easter Bunny on base, and you could get your kids' pictures taken with the Easter Bunny. So I'm sure in my stack of pictures, I have Polaroids of the kids at different ages, either smiling or crying because they're sitting on the Easter Bunny's lap. So, uh, what else? What else? What else? Oh, my favorite Easter candy. Um, I have two. I know Lizzie from Lizzie's World of Gems loves those Cadbury eggs. Ugh, no, I don't like them. They're like you bite into them and they're gooey inside, and I'm like, bleh, I don't. No, 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 no. I like robin's eggs, which are kind of like chocolate covered malted milk balls with their pastel color. And I like the Reese's peanut butter eggs. And if I got a chocolate bunny, I always bit the ears off first because that's how you roll. Um, my daughter adores Peeps. She adores them. I don't like Peeps. I'm not a Peep girl. One time I bought some Peeps that at Christmas time that were in the shape of a snowman, and I threw them into my hot chocolate, and that's about the only time I like Peeps. I have never cared for them. They just are super sticky, sweet, and crunchy at the same time. My daughter's favorite Peep adjust you a little bit. My daughter's favorite peep is a frozen peep. She would freeze the peeps and then eat them. Or she would let them sit and get really stale and then she'd chew on them. And she still loves peeps. If I send her a box and I find peeps, she's like still happy. She's 26 years old and just is like, peeps, I love peeps. I'm like, okay. Everybody's got to have something in their life. I'm trying to think of other questions. Oh, what are we doing for Easter this year? For Easter this year, we are not going to my mother-in-law's, which is what we normally would do. We are staying home. We're not even having ham. We're having pork. Greg's going to smoke some pork, and we're going to have potato salad and probably deviled eggs. And there you go. Happy Easter to us. But Easter is not about pork, not about chocolate. It's about the thought that, Jesus died and rose again and that we have our salvation. So he took our place so we wouldn't have to. So that's what Easter's about. So I'm glad my husband took off so I could do this. I hope I can get more done on this. Like I said, I was up till 2, 3 in the morning working on it. I'm going to pick you up out of the cradle real quick and show you what I got to do left. Let me get this paper out the way. So I have all of this done. All that done. I need to do this part, and then the rabbit. I'm going to look in my stash because, see this ladybug? I think I have red jewels, and I think I want to bling up that bug. But if I don't have them, then she's just going to be 666. But these are the crystals, and there's lots of ABs in here. So, I don't know. I wish I had finished him by Easter, but, it's be like an Easter celebration for me to sit there and work on my Easter bunny. But happy Easter, everybody! I love you guys. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Call your mom. Tell her you love her while you still have a chance. Bye.